Alrighty, so back at it, night 2 of the Lawrenceburg weekend. This isn't the Greg Starr Memorial tonight, it's 4 nationals, 20 grand to win. We got the car all turned around pretty easy, got a steering box thanks to Michael Fissesher as well. He bailed us out pretty good there and put a fresh steering gear in and it was perfect, so massive thanks to them guys. So that was the other Greg Starr car, that was the yellow one, so that was pretty neat. We were pretty flat out this night, that's why I didn't get much at the start of the night. We had a torsion bar in it, put my shock on it, we put a steering gear in it, usual maintenance. We're also having difficulties getting fuel as the guy who was meant to sell fuel didn't show up. That was a little bit of a tricky situation because John buys his fuel at the track. Massive thanks to, as well, I think Saban Byman gave us some, Robert Ballou gave us some. So we really appreciate keeping us on the track because I didn't know this until we were doing motor heat. So I've got out of the car for motor heat and John's waving his hands up and down. I'm like, what's wrong, John? And he goes, no one's here selling fuel. I'm like, oh my God. So I sort of text Mike to say, hey, look, we're sort of flat out on this car right now. Could you help us source some fuel? And he went and hunted for it. See that in the video, which is pretty funny. I included hot laps because we did have a premature failure. So I did include hot laps just for the sake of it because I nearly won hot laps. Well, in my group anyway. I know, I need a rabbit to chase.
Just like last night, late in the running, Dason Pursley coming down swinging. 14.651. He will climb to the top of the speed charts in the 21AZ. Todd Hobson up to second quick at a 14.730. Stocking back to third at a 14.872. Cummins fourth quick at a 14.880. And Carson Garrett now fifth quick overall, 14.923. 25 drivers having made their way out to the speedway so far here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps.
I fluked my fly, but I really didn't. I knew what I needed to do. It takes a bit of nuts to get up there. Especially in a one, you sort of guessing where to run. And I think luckily I got before the track developed and I got sort of right front over the washboard there in a one. Yeah, chased it out of 2, which I actually should have looked back because I didn't do that in qualifying. My lows were nice, my highs were nice. It was just one of them real good laps. But anyway, it was a 1 lap wonder. So anyway, let's go to qualifying.
The next 2 onto the speedway will include Todd Hobson at Divine Victoria, Australia, driving the Drew Fab Electric Works one-way DRC chassis number 44. He will be joined by Dakota Earls. Earls out of Independence, Missouri, the wholesale battery, Don Ott Triple X chassis, Show Me Guttering, DDB Home Design number 15E. 7th place finish in your Elliott's Custom Trimmers Car Semi feature event last night for the driver of the number 15E. Hobson, 16th in last night's main event. Comes around 13th fastest on lap number 1. Skips her up over the cushion a little bit that time in turns 1 and 2 with a 15.325. Dakota Earls at 16.578. Currently 18th on the grid right now. Hobson around to the front straightaway. Checkered flag will drop on him. And a little bit bit slower lap number 2, going to be 15.455. Lap number 1, a 15.325.
Deliver in qualifying. I was about 7 or 8 tenths off where I should have been. Yeah, I was about 7 tenths off where I was in hot laps. First mistake was, see, this is fun to break down for me, so this must be fun for other people too. I didn't think I did too bad of a job getting into 1 and 2 here. It was just when I went through 3 and 4, I slid below it, up into it, sort of lost my revs. You can hear the lows drop real bad. Revs dropped low, and then I drove down the hill, like loading the right rear up, slowing the car down, driving down the hill, relying on the gravity. If I just chased it all the way around, I would have kept the mile per hour and had the gravity, but I didn't. 2, you can see the big bounce. I sort of, nearly junked it, but I think my 3 and 4 was better, but just I lost so much time into 1 and 2 there, and I was only a 10th off my time, so for lap 1. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but again, scrape the invert, start pole in our heat race. I think we time trialed 23rd again, as there was a scratch. But there were 35 cars this night, so 5 or 38 or something. So it was pretty good to get a decent run on the board, whereas there was only about 30 the night before. We grabbed a couple extras. Now we start pole in our 3rd heat. The track's a lot smoother, a lot drier, but it still has that treacherous part in a 1. It still has that treacherous washboard, I'm going to call it, whoop section in a 1, and it's hard to actually sort of see it. I'm blind, I need arrows to keep fixing my eyes a little bit, but not the first time someone said that to me. It's me at a racetrack. Anyway, here's our heat from the pole. It's pretty sick.
Energy start can. We're underway. Nearly 5 wide with the 3rd spot to kick things off into turns 1 and 2. And the driver that's going to come out with a race lead, well, it's going to be a pair of Greg Staub throwback machines going 1 and 2 into turn number 3. That's the way they'll run it. At turn number 4, it's going to be Hobson in the 44, Westerfeld in the 44J. Down to the bottom, Scotty Weir back into this mix. 3-car fight for the top spot, but it will be the Staub Memorial machines out in front right now. Hobson and Westerfield run the top side through turns 1 and 2. Losing ground at that 3rd spot is going to be Weir. Then it's going to be the 98 of Bivett. Now here comes Bacon. He's going to go up across the nose of the 5 here. That'll be the fight for the final transfer spot. Bacon trying to race his way into the show. Yes, Stockton trying to deny him the advance here as they work through turns 3 and 4. Bacon off of the cushion. Stockton down to his inside. Advantage will be to the 69 machine. Last time through turns 1 and 2, Hobson thought he was going to give away the lead. He's able to hold on to it. Westerfeld holds on to the 2nd position. Scotty Weir still running in 3rd, saving Bivett right on his back bumper around to the front straightaway. Now going to peek down to the inside, throws it in low, swings it out wide. He'll grab away the 3rd spot. So 98 up in the 3rd, the 2X back to 4th. Brady Bacon currently running at your top 5. Caution, we got a driver orbiting the racetrack over in turns 1 and 2. With the 360 rule, that will automatically draw the caution. That was Kyle Shipley. See if they can keep it that way as we have a 4 in and 4 to go. Massenos Energy start can as we go back to green. Problems on the start for the 5. A massive shake on the rear end of the Bandit Ag number 5S, and looks like he is going to go ahead and roll slow onto the back straightaway. Does not turn it down into the infield. Everybody else going to make their way around to the front straightaway, and looks like he's going to go ahead and draw the caution out, indeed. So Chase Stockton coming to a stop at the back straightaway.
And problems as well for your leader, Todd Hobson. Has come to a rest up against the wall over in turns 1 and 2.
You broke?
No, I just stopped. I think the coil lead just come off.
Okay. You out of gear?
Yeah. Fuck, man.
I think we've nailed it down to, it wasn't a coil wire at all. I just thought that because that's just what it feels like. It just pops off and loses spark. It's like popping a spark plug off. It wasn't a coil wire. Let's eliminate that. It wasn't a fuel pump drive. We've narrowed it down to just the magneto dying or the mag box dying, and it was just a little bit of a thrash. I tried to get some mag boxes off other people. It just didn't quite work for what we had. So, and there was such a quick turnaround time between our heat and the B.
Running, but like it's just like I lifted off the gas 100%, just rolled in.
Anyway, there was a little bit of frustration you heard me have, and this has sort of been the story of the year. What an awesome sort of season though to be able to race. I think I ended up racing like 28 nights, so that just in America, so that's pretty good. We're up to like 50 something if I count my Australia stuff, which I usually do. My Australian season is the start of the year for me. I'd just like to say a massive thanks to obviously John, let me run his stuff. We got it dialed at the end. It just, you can see that heat race and that speed. Like I never felt that comfortable. Like I'm usually fending for me life, as you'll see in a couple of videos I'm going to release in the Usac heat races, but this I felt like I was in control of the race, and I haven't felt that at that national level. So that's pretty neat. Also like to thank Mike Whitney. He's pretty much facilitated everything because John's 2 hours from me. He helps John here and there with some stuff. He did this awesome paint job. That was his idea. Local print shop for drawing it up, but massive thanks to Bright Refinishes for painting it up and making it look gorgeous. Massive thanks to Nick. If you need any painting or anything done, or if you crash your car up, go to him. He's just there in the Harrison area. Harrison, Bright, Lawrenceburg, Cincinnati, just take your stuff to him. Even any cool stuff, he'll probably do it too. So Ken lending us that motor, that was the bomb, that thing. It was nice and smooth, but had a bit of top end to it too, like not like a lot of 12-degree heads do. That was really nice to know. That was definitely something cool to try for sure. Without him, it wouldn't have even been running. And Matt at NBL Transport, he come on board last minute. Drew as well. Drew's been with us all year. Let's start again. So Drew Fab, of course, keeping us on the track as well. Without Drew, we would not have been on the track. Pretty much, we had just our magneto issues, which you'll see. Magneto issues, remember that. Oh no. My Steam account is open. Yeah, massive thanks to Drew. He helped us get through the year for Drew Fab. As you can see, the car's white, so why is it white? Let's find out. He helped us get that other car together and get some other motor issues sorted that you'll see in upcoming videos. And NBL Transport, Matt, for coming on board too. He helped us. He's helped me on the Wingo 77, and he was really generous to come on board for this weekend as well for the 44. So appreciate it, Matt. But yeah, so let's do a little thing with the timeline. We're gonna go right at the end of the season. Now we're gonna go back to the start, pretty much right after my crash at Bloomington. I'm gonna go backwards. I don't remember what the first one is, but we'll find out. I have to go back and look. There's a lot of races. Anyway, it's going to be a fun winter / summer for my Australian fans. And yeah, peace out.